Hey, it's Soul, and I have a story to tell. So earlier today, I thought it'd be cool to finally go in and redo some of the YouTube stuff. I thought of redoing the wallpaper, that was cute. And then I noticed that a whole bunch of my old live streams were still set to unlisted, and I decided, well, I let me at least make it listed so then people can, if they really felt like it, they could go back to previous shows. The thing is though, whenever you publish something on YouTube or when you set it from unlisted to public, it's going to send an alert or a blast, as some of you may have seen already, whenever a video is published, as if it was published, even if it was something that was shot like weeks or even months ago. Normally, when you publish only one video at a time, you'll be able to see like a little checkbox that says, hey, do you want to, publish to like this social media, this and that, and you can uncheck the box and then that would be it. The thing is though, whenever you do it in bulk, and in this case I had, I think, almost 30 live streams or other videos to change, you don't get those boxes, and that's something that just kind of totally sailed over my head. I think this was just before I started the morning show from today. So I went ahead and basically published 30 or so videos, and then I started the broadcast thinking, yeah, nothing's going on. I'm just going to do my thing and hang out. Next thing you know, I get a bunch of messages talking about, hey, what's all this spam that's going on? And so to all of that, I am really sorry. I'm definitely feeling the pain. I've lost, I think, like a month's worth of subscribers, which is a really huge blow. So to anyone who has unsubscribed but happens to be watching this video, hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for thanks for everything. I'm really sorry I screwed up. This is one of those really tough and costly lessons that I'm gonna have to learn, especially when the channel's been struggling for the past couple months. And for real, everyone who's sticking around, I very much appreciate it. I'm again very sorry for the spam and for bothering you folks. I have no way to really make it up to you other than to just continue trying to put out decent content and to understand that, yeah, I messed up. There's no excuse. If anything, I explained myself, and so now you know what I fucked up on, and I will not do that again. So I'm going to bring this up one more time during tomorrow's news, since not everyone watches these channel update videos. In the meantime, let's get to how the channel's doing. If I was doing this video yesterday, I would have been like, not so bad. Today, not so great. But I want to talk a little bit about the content that I'm doing and what kind of changes are going to happen going forward. In fact, maybe starting tomorrow. So first, let's talk about the news. Let's talk about Warcraft Weekly. And I think putting my opinions and kind of what I would pump into like a video essay or into a separate video and kind of lumping all of that stuff into the news, in retrospect, I'm a little skeptical about how that's been working out. These days, I think I have the ability to respond a heck of a lot faster than I was before and just kind of talk off the cuff, so to speak, about my thoughts and feelings on certain things, initial reactions. And on top of that, because things move very quickly, like for example, the whole thing on Keystone Dungeons, how that has changed. There was the initial thing about there being no more bonus chests. You can't 3-chest it anymore. And then I had an opinion on that and people reacted and so on and so forth. And now we have another change. And I'm kind of left to wait until Friday to react to it. And I'm not really into waiting anymore. So starting with tomorrow's Warcraft Weekly, it's going to be well, I guess dry isn't the word, but it's going to be a lot more condensed. I'm just going to be talking like about the facts and the highlights and things that have been happening. I might speak a little bit as to what's going on, maybe a couple of failed attempts at humor, but otherwise it's going to be shorter. The goal is to keep it like under 10 minutes or so. Regarding reactions and opinions to like ongoing stuff, like for example, like these dungeon changes, I'm going to be doing separate videos exclusively just for those. They're going to be short. They're not going to be like quality videos. They're, it's just going to be, me in the background, and I'm going to be talking about stuff, and I might have like some bullet points here and there to show off, but it's just something to help get the word out and to kind of express my opinion and to help start a discussion. Video essays and that sort, those are still going to be reserved for, I guess more thoughtful insights that I have about certain things like game design, philosophies, and so on and so forth. But you're also going to see a little bit more of what I'm going to call non-current content. So you're going to see stuff like 5 things, 10 things, not exactly like ranking lists or stuff like that. But I guess one idea that's kind of in the pipe right now it was something that someone had requested a couple of weeks back, or maybe a week back, certain tips on like dungeon etiquettes, like my 5 tips coming from the perspective of a tank, and I'm going to be talking about that. Not exactly in a list format. It's probably going to be the format where I'm just kind of talking on the side and I'm sort of interviewing myself, and I'm just going to be talking and jabbering on about things. That sort of format has been pretty successful, and I'm going to be trying to push a little bit more of that. There's that video I did the other week about kind of time walking, where I took a look at some of the major dungeons, or I'm sorry, the major raids that have went on during the World of Warcraft, and just kind of explore it from a, hey, can we use this as a time walking, that kind of perspective. Now, for the most part, I think we kind of have an idea of what is the most likely raids that will be chosen for time walking, but I think it'd be fun to take a look back at some of these instances and just kind of do a study as to, would this work? What kind of questions would we have about it? That sort of thing. All in all, I guess to wrap all that up into one package, I want to do more that helps to celebrate the World of Warcraft itself. I'm going to try my hand at getting people to look at some of these videos and be like, ooh, that's cool. That was really fun. That was a really fun part of WoW. As opposed to, hey, these are the controversial things in WoW that people are talking about day to day. That's not going to really go away, but I'm just going to try to counterbalance that and try to, like I said, do as much celebrating of WoW as I can too. So I've given myself all these different kinds of series to do, like Casual Gold and the tanking stuff and whatever the heck else that I'm doing. And, I think what happened was that I put myself in this kind of schedule where it's like, okay, today's Monday, this is the gold day, or today's Tuesday, this is when I should be trying to do, 10s for the Mythic Dungeon tanking stuff. And then, in about 2 months or so, I'm going to start doing tanking videos again for the Tomb of Sargeras raid. Because at the moment, I'm doing so many different things, I'm catching myself either pushing content because I feel like I need to get it done that day, or just kind of falling off on it because I have nothing and I just want to wait. And to be honest, what I want to try to do is relax on that. So you might not see a Casual Gold episode every week anymore. I still want to try to have a tanking, a Mythic Dungeon tanking thing going every week, since that changes all the time. But I guess the point is, I want to put something out when I know I have the material and the quality and the polish to put something out. So far, I'm really digging the morning show, at least as I'm doing it right now. Those shows happen on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 9 a.m. until kind of whenever I'm done. Usually it goes around for, I think, about an hour and a half or so they're pretty short. But those are a chance for you to just talk with me directly and say hi and say, screw that spam and all that. But yeah, you can engage with me directly. I'm having quite a bit of fun with it. It's just me playing and doing my WoW chores and all that stuff while just chatting with you folks. So far, when it's come to the whole YouTube versus Twitch, where should I stream sort of thing, it still feels like YouTube is definitely the dominating force, or most of my audience will be watching me over on YouTube gaming as opposed to Twitch. Like, I think the ratio is, I think it's basically 10 to 1. So far, even though many of you have said that Twitch is the superior platform, right now I'm just not seeing it in the numbers. So I don't know, because I can't exactly say, well, maybe there are just other Twitch streamers that are streaming at the same time, and that's why people are watching them instead of me. But there are people on YouTube that are watching me, considerably more of them. So it's a little bit hard to tell. I'm still going to experiment with this for a little while, but at some point I'm going to make a decision to just exclusively stream on one platform, whether it's one or the other. So far it seems like it's going to be YouTube, but if you guys can provide any input or insights or tips as to why should I stream on Twitch over YouTube or vice versa, just let me know. So I want to thank all of you subscribers one more time for sticking around and sticking up for me, and continuing to support me through your comments and your likes and dislikes and your input and your feedback. And I love the feedback. I need that. Those are the things that will help this channel survive, even though it's really struggling right now. So any input or thoughts, send them my way, because again, I want to improve. I want to make this channel an awesome place for folks to come to. I'll see you folks on stream or in tomorrow's news. I'm Soul. Stay breezy, guys.